Hello and welcome back to Tesla News. My name is Marian and I'm your host today. And today we have some great topics to talk about. And we will look into VW. We will look into the battle that is emerging here in the EV market. And I'm really excited to go through that with you. And I will cover as well why I believe it is great that this battle is happening and why this will be for the Tesla stock as well very good in the future. And we will look into that and some other Tesla news happening around the world. So stay tuned, and if you subscribe my channel, you give me support for my work, and I hope you follow me for my daily updates now, and don't forget to come back for another video tomorrow. So let's dive in. So VW has announced that they want to invest a lot of money into battery cell production. In total 6 plants they want to do in Europe. Furthermore, they want to reduce the battery cost to around $100 per kilowatt, and they want to further work with energy companies in starting to make a charging network. This sounds, in first place, really interesting. It sounds really exciting when you listen to that. But again, guys, what happened after the announcement was that what is happening to Tesla when they have in the past announced really great things. And what happened is that VW stock increased by almost 50% in this week, which is astonishing for such a stock. But again, it shows what hype is behind the EV market. So when we look at the Tesla stock being down today again a bit at around $680, we see that the focus is shifting for these past days towards VW, because it was such a big announcement of one of the biggest car manufacturers in the world. And we haven't heard anything like that from Toyota. We have heard it from a few other companies, but I think when someone like VW is announcing such a shift in the strategy for the future, it means a lot, and it shows how serious they are taking that. And just as a reminder, they have a positive cash flow of around $15-16 billion, and that was a bad year last year. So again, what does this mean for Tesla? First of all, I don't think it means anything bad, because the demand for EVs is there, and just because VW is shifting to EVs, it doesn't mean that Tesla will sell less cars. That's the first thing. The next thing is brand awareness. Tesla is having a great brand awareness. They are focused on having really high quality cars. They are kind of the Apple in the iPhone market, and VW could become like the Samsung of the phone market, or the Huawei of the phone market. So we do know there's always place for new competitors. There's always place for different companies in such a big market. Again, Tesla is not only focused on the car business. We do know they have so many other things going on that you all know as my followers and watching constantly my videos. So VW is doing something here that has been expected for a long time. It was just a question when they do that. And yes, that is hyping the stock. And yes, we do know that a lot of Reddit users have been pushing the stock as well, because a lot of things are going on Reddit when it comes to the VW stock. And yes, it sounds all great when a company talks about reducing the costs of the batteries, etc., etc. But we do know how long it takes to actually accomplish that. And just because VW says they want to do it, it's great. But they still have to build those factories. They still have to reduce the cost. They still have to get all the resources to build those batteries. They have to build all the charging network. The key here is it is good that they do that, but it doesn't mean they have catched Tesla right now just by talking about what they want to do. So for Tesla, this could be a big advantage, because the focus and the criticism and the focus on every small news might not come anymore in the future, because the media and the investors will also focus on VW and its success in the EV market. So it can be pretty good. And always remember, guys, competition makes yourself better. And this is the same for Tesla. Tesla has been competing, fighting from the beginning of their days. And just like in the last 12 to 15 months, you could actually say that Tesla had not to really fight against any kind of car company or regulators or anything. They have been in a pretty comfortable situation in the past months, in the past year, and they had a really good success. And success can make you, it could make you lazy. And it is not bad that a competition, I'm calling it a competition now, but there might be different opinions about it. But it is not bad when a different car company is coming out there and is announcing to do something like Tesla. Again, it doesn't mean that it will happen in 2 days. It won't happen in the next week. It will take time. And it is really important to consider that. In this time, Tesla will further move ahead. And again, we are talking about around 70 million cars sold each year worldwide. And VW is taking care of 11 to 10 million cars. So even though VW does that, it doesn't mean anything bad for Tesla. But just based on the competition and not fighting, but competing with each other and knowing that there is someone trying to be as good as Tesla is, this can thrive the people in Tesla to further develop even better products. And I do see that really positive. And I find it really interesting because the focus goes now, when it comes to the Tesla stock, really goes to the VW stock. So the Tesla stock might surprise you once the first quarter is actually done and the results are coming out. And some positive news, by the way, from Giga Berlin, thanks to Tobias Lind's footages here. 28 new job postings in just the past 3 days. There will be 7,000 people hired for the first opening phase. So there's a lot of things happening here. And of course, for VW, announcing such plans makes so much sense because Tesla has been moving into the heart of VW's market, in the heart where VW is placed in Germany. And of course, if you go where the competition is, where the big car company like VW are, it is no surprise that such a reaction is happening because everyone is focusing on Giga Berlin, on Tesla. So shifting the focus from Tesla back to VW is a really good strategy from VW side to do that. And it makes a lot of sense. And I must honestly say, I don't believe that VW is yet where they want to be. They are not where Tesla is. And they will take a lot of time to get there. And it is not only the volume of cars we are speaking about, because a lot of people do the mistake that they believe that VW would take over by 2022 Tesla. Okay, could happen just by the number of cars. But does this mean that the technology is as good as Tesla's technology? Or does it mean that Tesla has now less variety in their product line, or they still have energy business, they still have the FSD that VW doesn't have? So when you consider all those products that Tesla is actually having, yes, VW is doing a great move here. VW wants to be there where Tesla is, but guys, it's not going to happen overnight. So I would just calm down, I would relax, and I would just see what's happening at the end of the quarter. And we are approaching the end of the quarter, end of March, and let's see what's happening in April when it comes to the first results of this year. I'm really excited to see how far Tesla has been achieving a record quarter, and I think they will do a record quarter. It's just a question if it will be the same level as in Q4, which normally doesn't happen, but it would be interesting if they could achieve that, despite the challenges they had in Fremont and the Chinese New Year that they had in Giga Shanghai. So again, they are talking about the main European market. They are not even talking about the Chinese market yet at VW. So let's just relax and see what they do. I find it in the long run, really good that there's a big car company shifting towards it. So the focus is not only on Tesla, and this can be a really positive sign for Tesla in the future to work more quietly.